A very warm welcome here to another episode of the 1111 Talk. Every Thursday, same time, same channel, myself, Carmen Cornelia Haselwanter, I am sharing 3 impulses out of 30 years of management experience. And today, on the episode 39, we are focusing on the fact that leadership is not a job title. Leadership has nothing to do with the positioning, but with the states of consciousness. And I want to talk within you now the next 11 minutes and give you 3 valuable tips in that. Because fact is, no matter where you find yourself, may it now be as a CEO in a big company or a solo entrepreneur, a mother, a father, a daughter, a brother, all of us, what we are leaders. Yeah, we take care of our own life. And it is very much depending on how we are, succeeding with that. And that's the great thing of life, that we may just delegate it ourselves. And by the time when I left the casino where I worked for over 8 years as a casino CEO, I looked from this very being in this presence, and I tried to find out, what have I learned out of 30 years of management experience? With all that knowledge, with all that, what I have gained as experience in this very present moment, I then created the all-in mastery, which is a great method, a blueprint, yes, a GBS, which is helping people, visionaries, enterprises, in order to achieve their goals. And in the same time, also take care of these 7 very important values and areas of your life. And now I want to actually bring up some of these points here in this next 3 advices, which we are referring today on. Because true leadership starts from within, and I'm sure you agree with me. And the first important step out of that is to recognize the presence, the being in the now, and not the position. So to get away from that, where people actually maybe have put you because of a job title, because of a contract, because of a status, where you find yourself in a company or even in a role model of partnership, family. Now you see, because if you go on the very present moment of being now, everything else is gone. The past, and we tend very much into looking in our past and to wonder, what have I right? What have I done right? What are the mistakes I was doing? Instead of saying, hey, I am unable to rewrite my past, but what I'm able to change is the way of looking at it. By recognizing that out of that, here in the present moment, looking back gives me a completely different perspective. Knowing what lection, what exercise, what did you learn out of the past? I mean, that is something what actually taught me a lot and actually brought me into the all-in mastery I told you at the beginning. In the same time, we are tending very much to looking into the future. I mean, I'm the first one saying it's good to have a goal in front of you, a goal where you know where to go to. Because once you step into a car, I mean, it's nice sitting in the car, especially when it's brand new and you're very proud of yourself. But on the other hand, if you want to go somewhere, you need to know where you go, because the car doesn't know it. So you lead the car, to go to your place you want to go to, goal. Now, to see everything from this very moment, from the present moment, is what I called all be. The all be, being in the moments, being in the presence, putting yourself wherever you start in this now, in this being, in the center of, land of grounding. There is many, many ways how you can actually settle down. Meditation, breathing, and all of that. I mean, it's one of the things, I teach as well with the all-in mastery. And especially in the new community, I have exactly built it up for that. The all-in activity, where people, action takers, visionaries, solopreneurs, enterprises are gathering together and get their goals together. Every single one is achieving something from their own. But in the togetherness, it's a completely different way, being in this very moment, being in this safe space, and then like that, to go all in. Because what I also say that every single one of us is a star. I mean, and that actually brings now the second point very much into the center of it. Because to lead with awareness, to be aware of what you are, who you are, what you bring in, allows the ego to step aside and recognizing your greatness, your brilliance, your uniqueness from a different point of view. This I call the all me states, all me self-reflection. To look in this very present moment of who you are gives you a completely different look at it. It gives you another perspective. And of course, it depends as well where you're looking at you in this very moment of being. From that side, from the above side, from the left, right side. You see, there are many ways to look at it. And as well, to be aware of it, of you in your brilliance, of you in your state. So leadership means as well to put yourself into this consciousness, in this awareness, in this awakening, and not allow your ego to tell you what you are, who you are, and what is good and not good. The ego is something, and I do not want to say that it's, a bad thing. No. Ego has as well, some very good things helping us with. But we, as our leaders of our life, of our passion, of our calling, are tend and invited to make sure that we are clearly going into one direction. And that is what we are saying. Because, and that is now the third advice, brings us into this energy of growth, energy of building, energy of, because you set the tone and create the impact on that. And to put yourself into an environment, surround yourself with people of your same kinds, of action takers, of makers, of doers, brings it to a different tone, level, and energy. And I know energy is not visible. Energy is something we don't hear, see, feel. And still, it is there. And still, it makes us surrounded in a cool, great environment. Therefore, if you're one of this person, who's seeking for people of its same kinds, makers, action takers, then feel invited to join us on the all-in activity community group on school. We are there since about 3 weeks, and I tell you, the energy is amazing, because what happens there is that we are not only, changing, exchanging, and sharing, but in the same time also putting the focus on what every single one wants to achieve. Because togetherness means as well to go all in as a group, as a together. Sure, we decide ourselves what we put our leadership focus on, and that is a great place in order for you to test out. You gave yourself now a great present, because you allowed yourself in these last 11 minutes to really get 3 important advices. Let's summarize that again. The first thing is be in the present and don't allow yourself, to be on your position, meaning a title or whatever. Try to be in the very moment whenever you are able to do, because this is where you seek the energy from, the grounding. Then make sure that your awareness is your leader here, is your base, instead of allowing your ego or, brand marks from the past, to guide you. Leadership means as well to be in your consciousness, in your awareness. And then the third one, if you do so, then you're going to realize you're going to have a different energy. not only within yourself, but as well what you are receiving, seeing, and hearing from the outside. And that you watch now, these 11:11 talks, is as well an invitation for you to surround yourself with people of your same kind. So I want to say thank you. Thank you to yourself. Thank you to us as a community. Thank you to the belief and the action to make the world to a better place, because this is what every single one of us does. Because every one of us has a different calling. So maybe I'm going to see you in the All In activity group. Would be lovely. Would be great. Don't wait and just act. And then for everybody else, see you next Thursday, same time, same channel, again in the 11:11 talk. Myself, Carmen Cornelia Haselwanter, I want to say thank you and wish you a great week, a great time, and keep in mind, go all in, because you are the action taker here and you deserve the best. Thank you very much, and all the best here from Summer Rates.